Praise the Lord, mighty prophet of the Lord.
Amen, Pastor Raymond. Now, the Lord has spoken with me today. The Lord Jehovah has had a very, very lengthy conversation with me today. And in this very lengthy conversation that the Lord spoke with me, I can see the heart of the Lord's intent. Because in this conversation, the Lord took me to the massive healing service that will take place in Europe. Again, the Lord Jehovah, He has spoken with me. In this conversation, the Lord Jehovah, He took me to Europe, and I saw myself arrive in Europe. And then He spent a long time this day, a very long time, talking to me about the big revival meetings that are coming up in Europe, the meeting that is coming up in Finland, and He started showing me the meeting again, and He showed me the massive healing anointing that will come down in the meeting of the Lord in Europe, the meeting that will take place in Helsinki, Finland. I see the tremendous healing of the Lord that will take place in Finland, in Helsinki, the capital city of the nation of Finland. And it's amazing because the Lord has already shown me particular cases. There is this person, I think it's the right eye. I don't know whether it's right or not. It looks like a right eye, which could not close. The right eye that never closed. And I see that right eye finally healed. I don't know if that right eye was blind, but the Lord is going to heal eyes also, the blind eyes. And there is this eye that had a problem. It looks like a right eye, and somehow I think it could not close. And I see that when the Lord brings me to the healing service, then that eye is able to close. He heals the eye. In fact, I see the instant when the eye is healed, when the Lord walks His servant towards this man. And then also the Lord speaks by voice and says, look, people have already started getting healed even before you have prayed. And so I see a lot of healing that will begin already earlier. And then I see again two people that will immediately come up as the man of God has not yet even begun to pray for the sick. Two people that come up are already healed, so they step forward. So there is then the tremendous revival. The Lord is essentially talking about a major visitation to the continent of Europe this year. The Lord is talking about His wonderful disposition of love to the church in Europe. He's saying that this year He shall remember the church in Europe and revive her and help her. The Lord is essentially saying that this is the year when He begins revival across Europe for those who will be ready, receptive. And so I see a tremendous healing service that will take place in Helsinki. I see the worship team worshiping, they're wearing gowns as they worship. I've already seen the inside of the Colosseum, that's a closed stadium. And I see them worshiping from a distance. The Lord lifted me up in the sky, and He took me to Helsinki, and I saw them. There is light, electricity is lit, because it's a closed stadium, it's a Colosseum. So I see them worshiping, very well worshiping. I don't know whether it was bluish gowns, but I see them worshiping. And so the Lord is essentially saying that the moment that the Bible promised, the moment of revival for the church is now. And every church that shall be ready shall be faithfully visited by the Lord because this is the hour of your visitation. The cloud of the Godhead, God the Father, is already here. Is already in the church. And for those that shall be in the Lord, those who will be aware, sensitive enough to receive this, he says, he shall visit them. Those who will be receptive, he shall visit them. Remember in the prophecy that the Lord Jesus gave in Matthew 25, verses 1 to 13, the prophecy about the coming of the Messiah. He uses the connotation, he uses the symbolism of virgin. He says, and the wise and the foolish virgins, the wise virgins. The virgins went out to receive the Lord, meaning the church that will be receptive at this hour shall be visited, shall be the heavenly church. And so I see a tremendous revival break out in Europe this year. That is essentially what the Lord is saying. And this revival is meant to bring righteousness and holiness and purity and receptiveness and awakening back to the church in Europe, meant to bring revival to the nations of Europe, that they too may now prepare for the glorious coming of the Messiah. Shalom.